So welcome back to another one of these like screen share videos. I really enjoy doing these as well. It's more flowy. You can talk through some different topics here and there. So in this one, I will talk more about like how endurance training improves a founder's performance when it comes to building their business, but also their like fitness journey as well. Like it helps you think clearer, handle stress better, your days feel more structured. So we'll walk you through 6 areas today where endurance training improves a founder's performance. And I will show you how or talk about how these show up in real life and why they matter essentially. So let's dive right in. And the first one, we can zoom into that one actually. It is energy that I want to talk about firstly. And like endurance training, it raises your daily energy levels, I want to say. And like your body handles more work, you feel more stable throughout the day, and long weeks becomes a lot easier to manage. I don't want to say balance, but manage. And like when you train consistently, I would say your baseline energy goes up a notch, and that carries into your work hours as well. You end up being able to do better and more work by training as well. Like a lot of people are neglecting the fact that training actually gives you more energy in return, and you will probably build a better business if you involve training in your everyday life. But a lot of people, and especially entrepreneurs, they're focused on solely building the business, right? So they're spending all of their wake hours on building the business, and then they squeeze in some training here and there. But if you do it consistently, your energy baseline will move up a notch, and you will have more energy, and you will be able to build your business in a better way when you are working on your business. So energy is a big area which improves by doing endurance training, right? And then let's dive into number 2, which is stress levels and overall stress, right? And we know that entrepreneurship, it brings a lot of stress because you have a lot of things going on. Probably you're betting a lot of money, time, and it brings back quite a lot of stress in some areas. Like some things are not working out as you thought they would, etc., etc. But training and endurance training makes you better at handling this, I would say. When you finish let's say you finish a morning swim or run, bike, whatever you do, your system resets, like your nervous system calms down in a way, and you start on a good baseline, and your stress response becomes more controlled. So how you handle the stress factors throughout the day becomes a lot more controlled if you maybe involve endurance training in your day-to-day hours. And like you move through the days and the weeks with a lot more stability when you evolve endurance training into your everyday life. So that's like area number 2 I want to bring up. I'm not going to go too deep inside every area. I think you get the point. But energy, stress, and then you see the third one already, which is focus, which is a big one in this. And like in my case, I still have a full-time job, and I work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. Then I train, and then I try to build my own business on the side. And for my case or situation, I have to train early morning or in the evening, when it comes to the weekdays at least. But when I train in the morning, I always have the feeling of just starting the day with a clear mind, and I directly feel like I get a lot more done in less time when I actually do the work. And this training, it creates this mental space as well, that when I train, I try to focus on training. Like if I'm indoors on the trainer, I try to watch something because it's so damn boring. But if I'm outdoors and training, like doing an outdoor run, outdoor long bike ride, I always try to just be present. I never listen to anything. Try to be present and just focus on my thoughts. And like I would say my best ideas come during those workouts, especially long bike rides, because you have often a few hours to spend with yourself if you're doing the workout yourself, go through all your thoughts, through all your ideas and stuff like that. So it creates, or like it is a time away from screens. Like a lot of us are discussing our ideas with probably ChatGPT today, which I also do, but this gives you a way to discuss with yourself, and it makes it even more authentic, whatever comes out of it, right? And yeah, it lets your brain think by its own, which I think is very, very important, especially in today's age. Like now when we have all of these AI agents everywhere, right? So it definitely improves your overall focus, and it resets your body, your mind, and then you can go into the next activity feeling resetted and fresh and just crush that as well. So that's number 3, right? Focus. And then number 4 is structure, and this is quite a big one. Like training itself, the training plan itself, it forces structure into your week. And like if you're in like preparing for some form of endurance event, you need to have some form of plan, some form of structure for it to progress, to improve, to maybe be in a specific fitness level, or how do you say it, for that race day. Maybe you're pursuing a sub-3 marathon or whatever, then you have to be in a certain fitness level to be able to reach that, and you need a good plan for it. And like you have to firstly plan out the training, but you also have to plan out when you're going to do the training throughout the weeks. And like your calendar becomes a lot more intentional, because you have your business, you're running probably more than one business in some cases. Many of you still have full-time jobs, you have a full-time life, then you're trying to fit training into that, and you need to have a structure, a system that actually makes it work, right? And when you are scheduling whatever things you have on your agenda, you also stop reacting all day, you just start acting. And I think that's a great insight in this, by having this structure, firstly in terms of what to train and how to improve when it comes to the training part, but also that you have scheduled and structure up when to train in combination with when you work. In that case, you start acting instead of reacting, right? And you save a lot of time in that. So you're like day to day, you move through the day with intention, right? So I think that's a big thing within this area. Like you move through the day with intention. It's very important. That's number 4. And now let's do number 5, which is confidence. And this one has different benefits, of course. Firstly, in my case, I would say I train a lot in the morning before my 9 to 5. And there is something about showing up every morning that changes how you see yourself. When you train consistently, you feel like you get a lot more capable, and I feel like I trust myself a lot more with taking on bigger challenges. And that confidence, it carries into my decision as a entrepreneur, as a founder, as a creator, as a visionary, right? And I think you need this confidence to be able to also take risks. Like you're confident that if you take big of enough risk, you will chase it as well. Like taking too small of risks will not give you this fire of trying to pursue it. But you're confident that if you take a big risk that is maybe even higher than that, you will chase it even more, because you have the confidence in yourself that you will keep showing up, keep trying, keep failing, keep learning, and then just repeating that, right? And it also gives confidence in terms of how you feel in your body, because you will become more fit, especially if you're pursuing some form of endurance race. You become very healthy along the way. So you have multiple benefits when it comes to confidence. So both in terms of like decision making, but also how you feel, which is it affects a lot. So that's the fifth. And then the last one, as you can see, decision making, and we've already discussed this one or touched this one a bit, but like good decisions come from a clear mind, and training improves how your brain works under pressure. Like you start to react slower, you analyze better, and you stop like rushing through decisions all the time. Like endurance training improves your thinking in a direct way. And what I mean about that is that you, as I mentioned before, you basically reset your mind when you do your training, and then you come out of your training session, showered, you've eaten, everything like that, start working again with a clear mind. And you could just act on the next thing you have. And when you have this clear mind, you end up making better decisions. You're not stressed, you're making a well thought out decision, which you get this from endurance training when you are keep showing up and clearing your mind throughout those sessions. So these were, let's see, 6 areas I wanted to bring up. Now you can see them: energy, stress, focus, structure, confidence, decision making. And like during my like entire Ironman prep, especially like the last Ironman prep, but I'm still am for season number 2, still work full time. I still travel for work. I still train a lot, and I still perform better at work because my mind and my body is clear, and I have a system that actually make this thing work. And this will never be about like me being motivated to just keep showing up. This is all, in one way, this is all about showing up and letting the training part, my endurance pursuit, like sharpen the rest of my life, all the other areas of my life. And there's a lot about these different areas, but I hope you understand the importance of endurance training when it comes to the hustle you have when it comes to building your businesses. And of course you will have periods where you need to maybe focus a lot more on building your business if you have a big launch or whatever it is. But just remember to get back to that structure, those systems, as fast as possible, because it will not be sustainable in the long term if you keep putting training aside. It will only benefit you if you plan and do some form of activity throughout your week. So important areas of how training affects your just overall performance in life and all areas, right? So that's the video of today. I hope you got some form of sense out of it. And like if you want to discuss this on a more day-to-day basis, or if you have any questions and around this, we have a community for just that, Entrepreneurial Athletes Club. You have a link in the description down below. I run it, but in there you have a space where founders like train together, we ask questions, we stay consistent with people who like understands their lifestyle. Like we all are in somewhat of a similar situation. We have different vehicles here and there, but it's a great space for gathering like-minded people, right? So you have a link down below. There is also a Black Friday offer, so you can join for a really good deal at the moment. So make sure you claim one of those 50 spots that actually can claim this Black Friday deal before it goes back up to the original price. So that's it for this one. If you want me to do more of these screen share videos and you have ideas for what, you can leave it in the comments down below, and then I will make sure to plan out a video for that as well. That's it for this one. Hope I will see you in the next one. So peace.